Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fan Friday. I have the lovely Christina with what's the name of your business?
Laser Lady.
Laser. I love that. Laser Lady. Christina and I have known each other, gosh, a long time, actually. We work together as nurses. So her background is nursing and she is a phenomenal nurse. But in the last year or so, she still does nursing, but she's transitioning into this beautiful art that she does with lasers. It's so cool. So Christina, if you don't mind, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I've been a nurse for 22 years, 23 years, and have always worked in nursing and have always loved crafting. And so, I've always kind of done both. And then just recently with COVID, that crafty part of me kind of got pushed to the side.
Yeah.
So I left nursing. I was a nursing manager. I in management and actually went back to hands-on nursing and work a couple of days a week. And after about 2 months of that, I just kind of I felt whole again. I felt centered. And so that crafting part of me kind of came back into play. And that's how I started Laser Lady. I have three amazing kids. I have a 26-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 14-year-old. It really was just really important for my husband and I to get back to basics and really focus on our family, especially with everything happening in the world today.
Mm-hmm.
We just made sure that, we were front and present for them. And so that's how I ended up here.
I love, what was the first item that you made with what exactly is it?
So this is the laser.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
So you're in my garage. So that's why it's, and my kayaks are there. But this is the laser. So when I started getting back into crafting, I said to Andy, I really want to buy a laser. And he always is so supportive of everything that I do. And he's like, so buy a laser, but it's really not quite that easy. So I researched it and I watched videos on it and I picked out a laser. And when I showed it to him, he said, no. And I said, what do you mean no? And he said, no, I don't want you to buy a laser you're going to grow out of. I want you to buy a laser you're going to grow into.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I know. So I back to the drawing board and I didn't get the biggest one that he wanted me to get because it just was the size of a small car. But I got one that was in between what I thought I wanted and what he wanted me to get. And this truly perfect. So the bed is about 3 feet by 2 feet. And it's quite the contraption, really. There's a water chiller on the side, and we have an industrial air compressor over, across the room. And then I plug into the computer what I want to cut. You have to put it into a CAD program. I put it into the computer what I want to cut, and then it sends it to the laser, and it cuts it out for me.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. I don't know why I thought you said it. I thought you were like sitting there with like lasers. Like, I have no idea. That is the most intense, amazing, coolest thing ever. When we get to one of your products, I know Tony is going to be reaching out to you to ask you to make some stuff. I 100% can guarantee it. She's laughing right now because Tony, she could do your crystal grids that you want to make 100%. She could do them. Tell us a little bit about like your artistic inspiration and like how you kind of get the ideas for the products that you want to make.
Mm-hmm. So everything that I make has either a meaning to me or it has a meaning to the person that I make it for. I do a lot of personalized stuff, which I really love because I love being able to get a gift that they can't get at Walmart or at Target or whatever. It's something I've had so many people come to me and say, Christina, I was thinking about this, and between the two of us, we kind of hash it out and we figure out what it is that they're looking for. And sometimes it takes a couple of drafts and then we finally get to it. I love seeing their face when I give it to them. I love pictures. I got so many pictures at Christmas time from moms that had gotten their kids' sports plaques. It just was so cool to see the kids with it and, everybody really enjoying it. As a nursing leader, one of the things that was really super important to me was making sure that my team always knew how much I appreciated them. personally, professionally, just as a team, I appreciated them every single day. And so it was really important to me on Nurses Day, on Christmas, to make sure that I had something to give them. Not that you had to give them something, but I wanted them to know that they were truly important to me. Like, they mean so much to me. It was a lunch or, a something. But when you get things for your team, a lot of times it comes from your own pocket. And when you have a large team, that can get really expensive. So when I started towards Christmas time, one of the things that was really important to me was to get something that I could, send out to my friends to say, hey, I know that your teams are important, and I would like to help you gift them this Christmas something that truly means something of importance to you.
Oh, I love that. And I will say that I did buy personalized ornaments from you for our team this year at Christmas, and it blew everyone out of the water, like with the personalization, with how beautiful they were, even just the way you wrapped it. Like you went up and beyond. Like it was just so personalized. And, even just to see the doctor's faces, like, oh, like it was amazing. And then you also make personalized gifts for people that have passed away. And I know you have the red rocking chair, and some people on the call know that my brother passed away about 5 years ago. And you made one of those for Christopher, and I gave it to his mom. And she broke down. Like it was her favorite gift. And it was just so, like, you could feel that moment. And I'm like, oh, you're the best. Like, it's a beautiful gift, and we'll have it like for many, many, many years. And, it's nice to get lotion and a lipstick or something, from your team, but to give them something that it's like, this is for you. I thought of you, and it was crafted by somebody who's local. It's so powerful. I love it.
It's funny that you mentioned that one, because I have over on the corner, I look at it every single day. A friend of mine, I have lost 2 dear friends in the last 2 years.
Aww.
And I made it for them. I don't know if you can see it. And actually, Roger was the one that passed away last February, and he was having trouble with his chemo. And I said to him, Roger, do what makes your heart sing, and your body will follow. And I was trying to decide, because it was really hard to decide whether or not I wanted to leave nursing leadership or not. I was trying to decide, what did I want to do? And, I came back to that, I'm not doing what makes my heart sing.
Mm-hmm.
So how can I tell someone to do that? So he passed away in March, and I left my position in April.
Wow.
But I rock and chair every day.
I love it. Honestly, I love it. And I have to tell you what you just said. What did you just say? Do what your heart sings and the rest will follow. You should make that into something. I'd buy that.
About that.
It's amazing saying. It's very powerful. It's so true. How many people do you know work in a position that they don't like? They're not happy. It's a toxic environment, and they're just doing it just to pay the bills. And that's not life. We're not meant to just go to work and be cogs in the machine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, show us some of those beautiful pieces that you have behind us.
I'm gonna try and flip my camera around.
Okay. Tony, just wait till you see one. Tony, look.
So this one I actually made today. So last night on your phone call, you told me that I should make stuff with the Tree of Life. What you didn't know is that this was already in my computer to make today. And I love the sayings at the bottom.
I love that.
So that's actually 22 inches around.
That's huge.
I can make it any size.
Yeah.
This is actually what I started with. So these are plaques. This is personalized for the kid's last name, and then their jersey size, and their team name or their school name or what have you. And then the back is their school colors.
And you paint them, right? In the back?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I do all the backs. I do everything. When I start, it's just a sheet of wood. I was looking to see if I had one that wasn't in a pile of wood, but I don't. It's just a sheet of wood when I start.
Oh, I love it.
These are my new favorite things.
I saw those.
Sorry, I just flipped my screen over. I love it. So these are the reason why I bought the laser. I saw them and I
really?
Yeah. My husband probably thinks I'm crazy. I'm like, I want a laser because I want to make those heart things.
Yeah, but they're gorgeous.
I love them. I love them. Family's so incredibly important to me. Like it truly is. It's why I'm, you know what I mean? It's just, it's me.
Absolutely. It's why you do what you do.
Absolutely. Yep. This I made, oh, I gotta stop flipping. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
And the moon said to me, my darling, you don't have to be whole in order to shine.
I have chills. I love that.
It's really important to me when I make stuff to make either something that will make somebody smile or very much into like positive thought and positive reinforcement. And, you know, I keep my serenity prayer next to me every day.
Wow. Now I noticed today you were making pocket hugs.
Yes. No, this is actually just a magnet.
Okay. Oh, it's a magnet. Oh, awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This one doesn't have the magnet on it because I keep it literally right here next to me every single day.
Oh, that's perfect.
So, the pocket hugs that I made let me just see if I can flip back to myself here. The pocket hugs I made were just something so that, you know, if you had somebody who was down and just needed a little bit of a pick-me-up.
Yeah.
Something that wasn't too expensive. I think I priced them at like $5, just, you know, something little. I mean, I think today in our world, our kids struggle so much.
Yes.
Our teachers, our nurses struggle, you know, and what can we get them that, you know, is just a little something to say, hey, I got you.
Wow.
That's why I started.
Do you have any you can show us?
You know what? I don't think I do.
Oh, it's okay if you don't.
No, I don't think I do down here.
There was something next to the pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's that's beautiful.
Yep. This is a recipe card holder.
Oh, that's so cool. But
the nice thing about this is you can personalize it. So if you have somebody getting married, you can put their last name and the date here.
Yeah. Look at that.
And then I can do all different kinds of middle pieces. There's hummingbirds and butterflies, turtles, there's flowers. There's a whole bunch of different stuff.
Tony, notice that it's different layers.
I love doing layered stuff. This is actually 8 layers.
Wow.
So it's 8 pieces of wood.
Wow. I love that faith one. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. And this is, I think 6 layers.
Wow.
One of the ladies, I love to be challenged. Funny because when they'll ask me to do something, I'm like, I will try and I'll let you know if I succeed.
Yeah.
And she asked me to make her layered animals. So this one I kept for myself because there's a mistake on it that no one else can see but me, but it would drive me nuts if I gave it to somebody. So I kept it for myself.
That is gorgeous.
Thank you. I wanted to show you the hummingbirds. So I don't have one made yet. My mom adores hummingbirds, and this will be, I don't know if you can see it. This will be part of a 3D piece.
Oh,
that will
wow.
have, so it's just not made yet. Some of the practical things, like I have iPad holders for kids, and you can actually personalize it with their name there. But the thing that I really liked about it is that it folds flat, so when they're all done with it, they can shove it in the book bag.
Oh yeah, perfect.
And then, you know, the earrings. I love doing earrings. I think it's such a cool way to change just your whole wardrobe.
Yeah.
I do lots of earrings. I had, hang on, I'm going to take you on you're going to see a dirty garage floor.
None of us mind. None of us mind.
So my husband got a powder coater for the garage, and I didn't have anywhere to dry my stuff, so I took it over.
Look at that.
So someone asked me for a family tree, but she wanted it to look like the sun setting.
Wow.
So it still has to have the leaves put on it. I haven't put the leaves, will go on with their names on it.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
So,
wow. And then your prices, they're also like very reasonable. Like how much, like give us a price range for kind of like what you sell.
Sure. So anything that somebody sees on your video, if they just send me a message and write Rachel's video, I'm actually doing 10% off of everything.
Oh, that is so nice.
Yeah, just to kind of get out there a little bit. This is 55.
Wow. I'm going to get one of those.
This is actually in my living room, but I will happily make you another one.
I'm like, I want the moon. I want the tree of life. I want the family tree. I'm gonna start planning for Christmas now.
Totally. Yep. Totally. Definitely. The moon saying is 20.
I love that.
This will actually be a keychain holder, but I haven't made it yet. And those are 15.
Nice.
The
How
sports,
much? The sports one? How much are the sports plaques?
they're 25.
And then like, do you do every single sport?
Literally every
That's
sport.
awesome.
They even have band stuff. I really wanted to do those because my son plays Taekwondo. And when you ask, when people ask to play a sport, he says no, but yes, you do. You do Taekwondo, like that's a sport. And so I wanted to make sure I had like the martial arts stuff and the cheer and the things that are really, that kids are into. Not everything is a school sport, but it still is a sport. And it should be just as important. And I wanted to make sure.
Like I'm thinking about my niece who does chorus,
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. They've got band. I believe they have choir. They have horseback riding. It's crazy the things that you can make.
Wow.
Yeah. The hearts are, let's see. So it's 1 through 11 names is $35.
Okay.
12 through 24 is $55. And 25 to 50 is $75.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it all.
Yeah.
How much is your faith cross?
Those are 15.
15. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I can do any color, which is nice. If you want something for, Advent, you want to do purple or your favorite color is pink. So do whatever color you want.
Yeah. I'm thinking for my, my stepmom and my grandma, they both would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you make bookmarks?
I can actually. Yep. I can make pretty much anything. If it can get made out of 1/4 inch wood or 1/8 inch wood, I can do 1/2 inch. I just haven't yet.
Yeah.
So I can do pretty much anything.
Wow.
Anything you see that you'd like made out of wood, I can cut.
Wow. What do you have any like things that are percolating right now that you're like, oh, I really want to make that?
So I will show you. I didn't put it out because I actually broke it when I was making it. So I don't know why, like this really has just, I broke the tip of the extra, leaf off of the top.
Oh my gosh.
And I contacted one of the ladies that I get a lot of my crystals for and asked her if she would wrap the chakra crystals for me so I could do it off the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
So
I'm in heaven. Look at Tony's face. Listen, Reiki Rocks may or may not want to sell your products. I don't know. I'm speaking for her.
No, absolutely. But so that's one of the things that I want to do. I've had a bunch of people ask me about things to do for like anniversaries. The hanging hearts you can do with 2 hearts. But they really, to do that big of a frame for 2 hearts, it kind of seemed like the waste. So I made, I don't know if you can see it. These here, it says, God gave me you.
Oh,
and
I
then
love that.
the frame on the outside, you put your wedding date.
Oh.
And then the hearts on the inside have your name. So.
Oh, I
and
love that.
Those are 15 because they're tiny.
I love that. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Is there like, so I know you're in my group, which is a spiritual group. So I guess in you, is there any like process, like making the flower of life or anything like that? Like, would you consider yourself spiritual or anything you'd like to share about that or being intuitive or?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some of the stuff you do is intuitive. I'm sorry.
No, that's definitely. Well, I'll tell you a funny story. My husband overslept this morning, and literally this morning, I don't know who was yelling at me, but somebody was yelling at me and said, "Roll over and check the clock. Roll over and check the clock." I don't ever get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and so I rolled over, and he overslept by an hour and a half. But do I think that I'm intuitive? No. As far as being spiritual, absolutely.
Okay.
I truly believe that, in medicine, Eastern medicine and Western medicine are meant to be a union because you need both to have a great outcome.
Okay.
And I believe the same with my spirituality. I believe in God, absolutely. But I also believe there's so much more out there. And that in order to have, a wholeness, in my opinion, I need both. I
love that.
I need the oils, and I need God.
Yeah.
So that's that's kind of how my daughter she's 20 and she's trying to figure out, what does she believe in?
Yeah.
And she's like, Mom, I really don't know what I believe in. And I said, that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to believe in one thing. I don't believe in one thing. I believe in a lot. Because, I don't know. I think that there's a lot of things out there, and who are we to say that it has to be one way?
Absolutely. It's so funny that you said that, the Western and the Eastern. You probably can't see this, but it's Eastern Body, Western Mind book.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll have to send you a picture of it. It's a really good book. Like it's, and then I just recently, I'll have to send you a picture of that one too, because it's like blending East and West. Because I feel like as healers and spiritual people, it's like we need to look at all facets.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow.
I'm working a lot at the Cancer Treatment Center, and I carry an amethyst in my pocket because there's sometimes, and I mean, you have to be careful with what you talk about sometimes, and sometimes I just need to be surrounded by love, and so I carry it with me every day when I work. It's in my pocket.
Oh, I love that. It's a master healer.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Oh, it's funny. I'll share a quick story. The other day, I felt that our office needed to have a little cleansing of its energy. So I brought in Palo Santo, and there's this oil. It's by Sun's Eye. It's called Uncrossing. And they're really potent. And somebody walked in and like, "Are you smoking pot? Like, what are you doing?" I'm like, "No, I'm just setting a little energetic boundaries, just doing a little cleansing, shifting the energy." If you think it's pot, whatever.
No, absolutely. Yep.
Does anyone have any questions or anything they want to ask Christina? Look at Tony's face. Ah! You can take yourself off mute if you have any questions. Everyone, la 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 la. Oh, Kathy, okay.
Yeah, how much are the 3 moons that says you're going from individuals to make the whole? Remember, you read it to us?
Yep, it's $20. And that can be made in any.
Great. They're beautiful work.
Thank you. Thank you. If you want the moons to be a different color, they can be made in any color.
Oh, so cool. I love how you can personalize everything.
Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any other questions or anything else that so to buy, you have your Etsy shop, which I will repost that link. You also, can you do Facebook Messenger?
Yes.
Okay.
So that it's up. I don't have a whole lot posted. You have to have so much in the descriptions. So it just takes stuff on. So I don't have a whole lot posted. I really like to talk to people when they want something. So Messenger works really good for me. Just because that way you can tell me I hate purple or whatever. And then we can, make sure that whatever it is that you get is truly exactly what you wanted.
Perfect. So Facebook Messenger, send her a message. And then she said, for anyone that mentions this video, you get 10% off, which is fantastic. That's amazing because your prices are already super reasonable. Does anybody else I have to tell you, honestly, I really feel like you should go up to Lake George and like go to their stores and say, "Hey, look at these amazing products." And I guarantee you they want to snap up 1,000 of them.
Thank you.
I'm dead serious. Listen, I will take your products up there because I'm up there a lot. I know it's a long drive for you. So I'm gonna be sending you messages. Rachel's doing it again. She's out of control.
No, thank you. Yeah.
Does anyone else have any other questions or anything else anybody wants to share for this evening? No.
Can you just show us a piece of the wood before you start? You know what I mean? When you first, I'm just curious what it looks like.
Oh, that's so cool. What a good question.
So
wow.
That's
It's
amazing.
amazing what you can make out of that piece of wood.
thank you.
Yep.
It's just such a creative. I'm sorry, I can't stop blabbering. I love what you do. I really do. I love what you do. I think it's amazing. I really do. It's fantastic.
I have to show you a piece my dad gave me. So he gets a lot of his wood from the Amish. And I love live wood,
Look
like
at
the wood
that.
that has still on it. So this, I haven't
Wow.
decided what saying is going to be on it, but I believe I'm going to do, we decided on forever to go above my bed.
I love that. I love that.
Wow.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
My garage floor again. There we go.
I love it. I love it. Anything else you would like to share before we wrap up this beautiful, wonderful artistic call?
No, thank you very much for having me though.
Oh, I'm gonna have you on again. No, I would just like to thank everyone for logging on this Zoom call this evening. And once again, if you are interested in purchasing a new product, she is offering 10% if you mention Rachel's Fan Friday call. And I will make sure to tag you in the post when I post it. And yeah, I appreciate everyone for logging on. And I look forward to seeing you guys all on Monday when I'm doing romance oracle cards for Valentine's Day.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
So I hope everybody has a great weekend and a wonderful day. And once again, thank you so much for showing your beautiful products. And I have to send you a message because I have to buy about 4 now. All right, everyone have a great evening.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.